Hi everyone, Alex here. Today we're going to continue with our Revit multi-trade from 0 to 100. We're going to be focusing on creating the site using Forma. This is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, go ahead and watch it and come back. We're going to talk a little bit about the analysis tools, including sun hours, daylight potential, wind, microclimate, and solar. We're going to start setting up the site as far as the project base point and survey point, and then we're going to wrap it up on part 3. See you in Revit. Now regarding the analysis tools, the first one that we can look at is area metrics. So if I click here on the site, for example, you can see that my site is a little bit over 224,000 square feet. See, when I unselect the site, I see a lot of other areas. Now if I select the building, my site area disappears because now the area that this properties panel is displaying is area regarding the building itself. You see how it highlights when I go over it? I can actually change the function from unspecified to commercial because I know this is going to be a commercial building. It's going to be a school. Now we can go to the sun hours and we can run an analysis for different, let's say for August, the hottest month of the year here. We can run analysis. It takes a little bit. And now it's ready. We can go to open analysis. And that's pretty decent. Now it's letting me know that I can run an analysis for a specific point of my site. That's pretty good. So maybe I could study this location here, or if I'm particularly concerned about this corner over here, I can do so. All right, very cool. I'm gonna get out of here. Now we can take a look at daylight potential. We can run an analysis. Let's take a look at the results. Not bad at all. Almost all our building gets a lot of lighting. Probably this area here could be an area of concern. And this one here. Let's see, let's get out of here. You can also run wind analysis. You could run a detail analysis here. So that would be the detail analysis. And you know, you have all sorts of cool things. You have this microclimate. Check out the analysis results. You know, it's pretty hot all over the site. Have very little shade. You can see the temperatures down here in degrees Fahrenheit. You have operational energy, noise, solar energy. Let's check out solar energy. Run analysis. And this is a tool that's still in development by Autodesk and is constantly improving. Let's check out the results. So you see that this top of the building doesn't have as much solar potential as this roof, for example, obviously, or this roof. So, you know, you have all those tools to discuss with the owner and make some decisions early on. And then once you're ready, you can come here and then export to Revit, right here, Revit, send to Revit. Now I'm going to jump into Revit. I'm going to create a new project, so new. See what kind of templates we have. I'm going to go with commercial default and go open and OK. And you can see that here I have a site plan, so I can double click here, and now under massing and site I have my Forma plugin, so I can load a proposal, and here you can go to load options, and then here Forma is telling you what it's going to try to do, right? It's going to try to create parking spots, going to try to create mass families for building envelopes, etc. I'm just going to keep the default, and I'm just going to load my proposal. Hopefully it's ready. There you go, 2402 Miami House. That's the project. And then we have our first proposal, which is my house, but with a school. So I'm going to load this in. It's going to take a bit. And then it gives me this dialog box. I'm fine with it. You can review some warnings. And then, you know, sketch is slightly off axis. That's okay, that's site stuff. And I'm going to do zoom all. And since I'm on a site plan view, my coordinates are visible. So I see my project location and my survey point. So let's zoom in into our project location. And that's pretty good. We have a very good starting point with topography, streets, and even some buildings. So we're going to be focusing on this little school here and this little house here. We can go to a 3D view, see what we have. It's looking really nice. Let's keep it in fine and shade it. not bad. So we have our spot for our school right here and our spot for our little house right here. Now I can go ahead and save this as a site plan. I actually will like to save it under the site plan view, just like this. And then I'll close this 3D view, I'll close this level 1, and then just save it like that. Save as project, and I'm saving it under 2402 Miami House with School, and I'm going to call it architectural site. And then under options, I'm going to keep just one backup and click save. And then we would probably want to define our project location as something convenient for the project, right? So maybe I want this point right here, and then I'll just save one more time. But before doing that, I might want to relocate also my survey point, which is all the way down here. So if I'm gonna move this here, if I were to keep it clipped, it will move everything with it. I don't want that, so I'm gonna unclip, and then I'm gonna grab this, just take it a little bit closer to the vicinity of it. I'm gonna move it a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then I'm gonna make my survey point. I mean, this will come from the civil engineer. So let's see, let's take a look at this intersection of these two roads to see what we can find as a survey point. Obviously, your civil engineer is gonna be the one who determines that. Just a note to say that if you're watching this, you're not currently on our BIMitUp platform, so you may be getting only partial content. For exclusive BIMitUp training material, you wanna visit BIMitUp.com. Subscription to the website is free, with some paid and some free content. We're trying not to run ads here, so the creation of the content is made possible, mostly by the contribution and support of our subscribers. So if you enjoy what we do here, please consider becoming one. You can do so by joining our Patreon community at patreon.com/BIMitUp, or by simply scanning the QR code that you see on screen right now. And if you're really serious about your professional training, you can book some live training at BIMitUp.com, or by simply scanning the QR code that you see on screen right now. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.